Gold, why are you at an airport? What? You're at an airport? Hold on, I'm turning the music down just a little bit. I turned it back up again. We're doing a just chatting stream because we're just chatting. That's kind of the rules. I'm tagging everybody in the Discord. That's fine. I'm good. I'm good being in the airport.
Guys, it's my 3-month subiversary.
Oh my god, Sienna, 3 months? Crazy. Crazy. I bet you love that. Man, I have been having a day. Like, I know 148 were 2 followers away from the Roderick stream, which I'll need to go out once before I do that because I need to grab one last thing. And I need to make sure that I have the right stuff to do the kind of smudgy eyeliner that Roderick does, because we're gonna be doing we're doing the Devin Bost. What's his last name? Bostic? I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. But we're gonna be doing his Roderick, not the other Roderick. So you guys know it's gonna be good. It's gonna be so good. Yeah, but there's one more thing I have to grab before I do that. I've got the boots, I've got the pants, I've got the shirt. I don't think I'm gonna do anything with my hair. I need to figure out a way to do a fake tattoo. Because if anybody remembers, real ones who've read the books remember that Roderick got a tattoo that says loaded diaper. I think it was on his, I want to say it was on his arm. I don't know if the cool Roderick got one in the movies, but I know for fact in the books he got a tattoo because his mom was upset about it. That's perfectly fine. School's crazy for a lot of us. I have an 8 a.m. class that I've been taking, and it's not fun. It is absolutely not fun. I don't recommend taking early classes. Hi, we're doing just chatting, so I can move this over already. Because it's me doing just chatting. It's true. Sorry that I look like a mess today. I know I kind of don't look the best. But we're painting my nails again because I've ripped them all off. Not like that. I ripped I had the peel off base coat. And so I just like thank you, Sienna, for gifting a sub to Rambo. Okay, so yeah, so I've been using, I have this, it's not good, but I have the Sally Hansen peel off base coat that I have been using. But because of it, my nail polish is coming off really, really easy. And so, I've just been peeling it off. So I have it like right here. Like, hold on, let me try to get an edge real quick. Like, hold on. And it just does that. Hi, hello, we're doing my nails and I'm going to be explaining some weird, I should preface, none of my stories today are going to be graphic at all. I don't really do graphic stories. Nothing too, like, bad has happened to me. It's true. That is very much true. Thank you, Sienna. But I'm going to be explaining some of the weird ways I have been injured in my past. None of them are graphic. A lot of them are mostly just kind of weird. But while I do this, I'm going to be doing my nails because that's what I do. That and my nails are... I do. Hi, Carter. Hello, Carter Boss Baby Official. I hope you're doing well. We're gonna start by trimming my nails. So, there's a few people here who weren't here for my last nail polish stream. But something that not a lot of people, some people do know. I don't like long nails. My nails are always very short. I was a violist for a very long time. I still technically can play it, but that's basically like the violin but alto, right? If you're wondering why I haven't taken that one off, there's no base coat under that, so I actually have to like use nail polish remover, which I can use right now. I don't know why I'm waiting to do that. We're gonna do that really quick. We're gonna get this off. We're gonna use the acetone. Come on. Okay, you're good. I'm gonna get this off of my nail. I know it's my middle finger. I'm not gonna flip you guys off yet. But we are gonna paint my nails black. But yes, but because I was a violist for a very long time, I got very used to cutting my nails really short. And so, my nails have always been short. I gotta refresh this on my laptop because my laptop likes to die occasionally. In the middle of nothing, which is really cute. But I've always had very short nails. And I don't plan on stopping having very short nails because I prefer having short nails because I feel like I can do more. So we're trimming them. We've got this file that Sienna bought me. We're gonna file them, make them nice and smooth, give them a little bit of shape, and then we are going to use the Essie in the color, licorice is the color we have. I know. We're living the high life today, but first we've got to trim the nails. And like I said, I cut them very short, so we're going to start there. Yes, but you may be wondering why the title of this stream is, explaining weird ways I've been injured in the past. So I saw something earlier that was like, some of you may have seen it. If you have Twitter, you probably have seen it. There's this account that's like, it's like Gender Makers or something. I retweeted a few earlier because I think they're very funny, and I identify with some of them, and I'm like, yep, I can see how that's gender, right? But someone was doing it, and one of the posts was just a picture of someone's, like, I don't know, like bio notes or something, and I was like, kind of weird. But then I was sitting there and I was like, you know what? I think my handwriting is kind of like nice. I have a picture of my handwriting that I took in high school. So I was like, I'm gonna just go find the picture I took of my handwriting in high school. I just got my nail right on my nose. That's cute. But someone was like, had posted this picture of like their notes, and I was like, okay, right? And so I was like, I'm gonna find the picture I took of my high school notes. And so I was like looking through my albums. I was trying to find this picture, and so to do it, I just went back to, I forget what year it was. I went back a few years because I haven't gone to high school since 2020, which I know technically speaking was last year, but it was March of 2020. It's been a little bit. And so I had to, scroll back a while. And so I'm going and I'm scrolling through these pictures, and I'm trying to find this picture. And when I'm looking, I find this picture of me giving a thumbs down while wearing an ace bandage around my thumb. And I was like, oh my God, yeah, I've sprained my thumb before, right? And so I have this picture of my sprained thumb, and I need to make sure Laurel's in here because Laurel wanted the explanation for this story. You guys, I am making sure that everybody who wants to be here is here. I'm gonna even message Laurel. Tell them to get here right now. I know, I'm so strong and brave. I'm so strong and brave. 1,000% strong and brave. Like, even more so, I would say. Where's Laurel? Hold on. Oh, that's their old account. Hold on. I'm gonna get the new one. Hold on. It's Laurel. Yeah. Hashtag girl boss. I am explaining the sprained thumb, please. If you wanna hear. Thank you, Sienna. Thank you, Sienna. Sienna's my sister, for those who don't know. So. Happens. That happens. I have tweeted at Laurel that we are talking about it. But anyway. So I was like looking at these pictures and I see the picture of like my sprained thumb and it's just me, like I'm walking down the hallway and I'm like this. And my hand is all wrapped up in the ace bandage because I had sprained it. And so, I was like, that's kind of weird, right? And so I posted the picture and I was like, sometimes I forget that I sprained my thumb. Because I did sprain my thumb and it hurt like an MFer, alright? And so, I post the picture and I'm like, sometimes I forget, right? And Laurel comments on it and is like, and she goes, how? And I was like, it's kind of complicated, but I'm gonna stream later. I'll just explain it on stream, right? And so now I'm explaining it on stream. So the premise of it is, the very, very short story is, I got kicked, in the thumb. Let's see, I was in, it was 10th grade, so you were a freshman. It was like, I want to say it was the beginning of 10th grade-ish. I could be wrong on the date. It was 10th grade, for fact, so a little bit ago. But anyway, here's what happened. Okay. I'm telling my secrets. Okay, my nails are trimmed, so now we have to file them. That's the rule that we're gonna do, is now that they are trimmed, we are gonna file. And so basically, I was hanging out with some of my friends, and I, believe it or not, am not the smartest person in the world. Oh, I need to do purple first. I'm having a moment. That's perfectly fine. I'm not the smartest person in the world. I am very book smart, okay? I'm book smart. Common sense sometimes is just out the way. It takes a moment for me sometimes, alright? So me and my friends, we don't really have, you know, the best manners when it comes to doing things. In case it's a shock. Which shouldn't be a shock at all. Especially if you know me. I'm a little bit loud. I kind of just say what I want to say, alright? It happens. Happens to the best of us, okay? But me and my friend, we were like hanging out, and somebody else had come up and they were talking about, it was another friend of ours, came up and started talking to us about Krav Maga, which I don't know if any of you know what Krav Maga is. Alright, hold on. That's okay. We're good. I'm trying to see if Laurel responded. They have not. Okay. Krav Maga is a sort of like, kind of like a parkour, like kind of fight style. It's kind of weird. It's kind of loud. Like if you look it up, it's kind of really intense. All right. Okay. Yeah. Carter's familiar with it. Okay. some of you may see where this is going. And so we were making jokes about being Krav Maga experts, okay? And we had been doing this for a while. Like, this started, like, at this point, like, a few weeks ago. And so we're talking about how we're gonna be the best at Krav Maga, okay? Okay. Part of Krav Maga is also, like, kicking and stuff, alright? You kick with Krav Maga. Alright? It's not an easy sport. It's a bit dangerous. If you want to look it up, it's spelled K-R-A-V space, I want to say it's M-A-G-A. I could be wrong on the spelling on that, but I think that's how you spell it, alright? And so, ignore the fact that that's, like, the gross spelling, but I'm pretty sure that's how it's spelled. Anyway, so we're, like, goofing off and stuff, and we continuously goof off about Krav Maga, and we're like, we're gonna be the best Krav Magars, and we're, like, looking up videos, like, trying to figure out, you know, how to be good at Krav Maga. And we are stupid. We're in high school, we're, like, young high schoolers, alright? And we end up, like, looking up these videos, and we start, like, goofing off and kind of mimicking some of them, alright? Things go just fine, for that first week, okay? For the first week, we're all just fine. I know, it's gross spelling. We're not gonna talk about it, though. Alright, I need blue now. Going on to blue. But anyway. So we're just fine that first week. It gets to the second week, and we're still, like, okay. But we start throwing in kicks into this little fight, alright? We're throwing in some kicks now. We're getting advanced. Right? Okay, so we're getting, like, advanced. We're not advanced. We're not advanced at all. And we start throwing kicks, and we are trying to do the thing. If you look at the videos, they kind of do this thing where they block and stuff. And we're getting pretty good at it. All right, we're getting pretty good. I say good. I'm gonna sneeze. I can feel it coming. Watch me not sneeze now that I've said it. I've said it and I've ruined it, so now I'm not gonna sneeze. Big sad. But anyway, we're starting to get better at it. We're, like, kicking and stuff now, which sounds really bad. It is kind of really bad. But we're like, kicking and stuff. We're, like, catching kicks. We're, like, deflecting, you know, the good stuff. Welcome back, Gold. Welcome back. I'm talking about how I'm practicing Krav Maga. Welcome back with the headphones. And so we start doing it in, like, public and stuff too. We were practicing Krav Maga. I'm talking about how I sprained my thumb. And so we start doing this in public where we're, like, throwing kicks at each other and, like, catching them and stuff. Which, by the way, do not do. Don't do that. Please don't do that. If there's one thing I can tell you not to do, it's that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, Lord. And so, anyway. But we're doing the thing I've literally just been telling you not to do, okay? And so, we're, like, throwing kicks at each other in public, and we're trying to, like, catch it, alright? Let me see. Now I need, which one's teal? Is this supposed to be teal? That is green. That's green. Don't do Krav Maga unless you are trained to do Krav Maga. That is the lesson I will give to you for today. But anyway, Me and my friend are doing Krav Maga in public, all right? We are not trained. We have not taken any classes. We're just doing it to do it. All right? We are not the brightest. We are not the brightest at all. Ooh, my nail's so smooth. I love that for me. Okay. But anyway. We're throwing kicks and stuff, which I've already said. And we start getting a little bit more like confident with the kicks we're throwing. All right? And so we're getting more confident, and she goes for my butt. She goes to kick my butt. And in a quick, I'm standing, so I'm facing this way, and she's standing like this way. All right? So she's right at this side of me, like facing me from this side. She goes to kick me, and in a lapse of judgment, I go to catch her foot, and I go like this, pulling my foot down, and her foot comes up and just goes and bends my thumb almost entirely back. And I very, very quickly tug my hand away because it hurts, right? And I go and I look at my hand, and it has immediately started swelling. It's starting to get a bruise across here, and I'm like, oh my god, did we just break my thumb? Because believe it or not, when you're not the brightest person in the world, you know, common sense wise, that's what you think is about to happen. You think your thumb is gonna keel over and die. And so we go and we were looking at my thumb and we're like, oh my god, what do we do, right? And so we're like, well, let's put ice on it and stuff. And so we go to the freezer that's there. And for some reason, there is not any sort of ice pack. They just have a loaf of bread in the fridge. Or not the fridge, the freezer. They have a loaf of bread in the freezer. And we're sitting there and we're looking at this loaf of bread and we're like, I even tweeted at you. I tweeted it. I tweeted you. All we've learned today is that Laurel is a demon support anti. Imagine being an anti. And so in this freezer, there is only a loaf of bread for my thumb that is like swelling and bruised. And we're like, and so I take this stupid loaf of bread because it's all we have. And I put a loaf of bread on my thumb to heal it of its now kicked back nature. What will you do to receive forgiveness? Gift subs. For some reason I lost a follower, so oh yeah, it worked. The swelling went down. The swelling went down a lot. And we were able to see that it was not broken. You have this nail. Oh, that's so cute. I love that for us. Matching nail files. How precious. Oh my god, I messed this nail up. We have to fix this nail. And so the swelling goes down. It's still partially bruised, but it's not swollen. And so we figure out very quickly it's not broken. And thank you, Sienna. Thank you for the nail file from Ulta Beauty. Yeah, and so we figure out it's not broken. It's not broken. Thank God it's not broken, because having to explain to someone that I was practicing Krav Maga and sprained my thumb. It's true. Sienna has basically funded this stream. Sienna has funded this stream all on her lonesome. It's true. True facts. Yeah, and so we figure out it's not broken. Yeah, Krav Maga. That's how. me and my friend got a little bit too confident in our skills, and she ended up kicking my thumb all the way back. And then I ended up in a ace bandage for, I think it was only like 2-ish weeks. I might have had it for a little bit longer just because it was kind of a weird spot and I was in school, so I was doing a lot. I know. It's because I'm asexual. That's why I got the ace bandage instead of like the gay bandage, you know. Kind of cute. But anyway. Then my thumb was permanently like this for literally like 2 weeks. I also was a little stupid and I didn't tell my orchestra teacher that I had sprained my thumb. And by the way, when you hold viola, it's with this hand. This thumb was sprained. And so I don't know, Carter might remember this. He might. I don't know if he remembers. But every single day, I did not kill the hamster. But every day with my ace bandage, I would quickly run in the room and I would hide from my teacher and I would quickly have my friend help me unwrap my wrist so that she didn't know. It's true, I didn't kill a hamster. Can't prove it. It's true. It's look, I didn't do it. It wasn't me. I don't know why you're asking me. It wasn't me. Okay, I think my nails are short enough. There we go. We're all trimmed and stuff, which means we can move on to the base coat. We're going to move on to the base coat now. Now that we are all filed and stuff, we're going to move on to the base coat. Yeah, but I didn't want to tell my orchestra teacher that I had sprained my thumb. So, we hid that from her. And then I had to have my friend help me, wrap it back up at the end of class every single day. Because believe it or not, it's your wrist. Yeah, so the base coat is, it's a peel-off base coat. So it goes on white, but it dries clear. It also helps the color set in a little bit better. From how I have experienced it. This isn't really the best base coat to use. I honestly want to get a different base coat. When you're going on a trip in your favorite rocket ship. That used to be like one of my favorite shows. It was Sienna's favorite for a while, and like she actually had a stuffed rocket from that show. Like she had Rocket, like not just any Rocket, she had Rocket. Also, fun fact, as a child, I was terrified of Big Blue Jet. I was absolutely terrified of Big Blue Jet. I hated it when I heard that noise, and then outside, if there were like planes and stuff, believe it or not, they kind of sound a little bit like Big Blue Jet, and I didn't like it. I was not a fan of Big Blue Jet. Now going back and watching the show, I kind of like Big Blue Jet because he's kind of mean. Which probably isn't a good thing. Okay, being scared of Thomas the Tank Engine makes sense. He's scary. Look, no train should have a face. No train should have a face. You always feel bad. Look, no train should have a face. If a train has a face, you need to get rid of it. If the train has a face, it's a no-go. Get away. Don't invest your time. That's a big no-no. Man's just doing his job. True. Man, I used to... was never a fan. Never a fan. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah. That's how I sprained my thumb. Yeah, and I hit it too. I didn't tell people. What? Thank you so much for the host, Slow. It means a lot. Thank you so much. Please tell me you say that's... Oh, you saw that's... Oh my god, yes, I have. I hate it. It's so creepy. Why does it do that? Why? Have you seen the Minions? Okay. Have you seen the Minions one where it's like, oh my god. It's like his eye or something that like drips. Oh my god, that's scary. Why would you, like, why? Why? But yes, I have seen the screw-on lid of Thomas the Tank Engine. I'm not a fan. I am not a fan of the screw-on lid. All right, we got one layer. This is the hard hand to do because I'm right-handed. And so I have to like try extra hard to do this hand, which means you can't see it as well because I can't just like lift it up and do it. I have to actually like focus on doing it. But anyway, who wants to hear another story about a weird way I've been injured? I have a few. The second one involves a trumpet case for those interested. Which sounds really bad. Oh my god, I love Stardew Valley. I need to play it. I need to play it on stream. I have it, and I've played it on stream once, but I didn't play it for very long. Okay. So, oh, I loved Wonder Pets. My favorite was, I liked the duck. Was the duck, I want to say that one was that Ming Ming? I think it was Ming Ming. I don't remember all of their names. I know it was Ming Ming, Linny, and then what was the turtle? God, what? If you remember the turtle's name, you get bonus points. They don't mean anything, but you get bonus points for remembering. But anyway, this next story I'm going to tell takes place in my middle school years. I know at one point I was young. I was young once, believe it or not. But being young also comes with stupidity. I was not the brightest. I'm grabbing a tissue so that I can tuck. It was Tuck. Okay. Bonus points, Carter. Bonus points to Carter for remembering Tuck's name. Okay. Okay, they're drying pretty quick. We're gonna be good. All right. But anyway. Okay. So in middle school, I would get up really early. I still went to the high school because our orchestra class took place at the high school. It was like almost an extra hour that got added onto your day. Orchestra kids literally had an extra hour of school. It was not the best, but I enjoyed it. I really liked orchestra, and so I was perfectly fine getting up. So I'd go to orchestra and stuff, and I would leave. So on my way home, I would always have to carry my instrument, okay? Every single day, I'd have to bring my instrument. All right? Yeah, it's true. All right. My instrument's not a small case. I have I can actually show you the size of the case because I have my case in my room, and it has not changed since I was in middle school. Okay. Fun fact about Shelby Demon Support, I have been the same height since I was in middle school. What you see now is what you would, like, what you would have seen in middle school. I'm not 4'11". Don't say that. Don't say that. I'm not 4'11". I'm not. Carter's lying. Carter is lying to everybody right now. I am not 4'11". I am 6'9". I'm actually 10'5". Fun fact. It's true. Nobody can dispute me because nobody knows me IRL. But y'all hate me. You hate me. You hate me. I'm not 4'10". You guys, I'm not 4'10". I'm taller than that. But anyway, there's this person that lives across the street from me. We would walk home from yeah, I'm 4'20". That's how tall I am. I'm 4 feet 20 inches. But anyway, there's this person that lives across the street from me, and so when we would walk home from our bus stop, we would just walk together because we just walk down the street together, right? And so I'm gonna start painting my nails black now. The only issue with the Essie nail polish is it kind of is a little bit clear, so we're gonna have to do 2 coats, which I don't think anybody cares that much. That's fine. But anyway, we would walk home together, but the person that lives across the street from me is a very small person, like very, very short, very skinny, but she wanted to play the trumpet. And so she had a trumpet case that she had to carry home so she could practice at home. But being very short and very skinny meant she was also kind of weak. And that was perfectly okay, because me and my cousin Sammy is one of my Twitch mods, so some of you may know Sammy. Alright? Sammy would just come back to my house after middle school, so this was a normal occurrence where one of us would end up carrying the trumpet case, more often Sammy, because I had my instrument case to carry. Look at this is actually, it's a very nice nail polish, Carter. It's just a little bit sheer, which is okay. It was more often Sammy who ended up carrying home the trumpet case until we got to in front of my house, and then we would hand it off to the neighbor, right? Yeah, thank you. I like this. I like my nails when they're black. I almost said this color, like it's, a color you guys can't see. It's black nail polish. I'm a black nail polish kind of person. Always have been. I'll probably always will be. But we were walking home like normal, like, normal people do. And Sammy and I are kind of messing around. In case it's a shock, Shelby Demon Support was messing around, as per always. And I feel like this shouldn't be a shock anymore when I say I'm messing around. I feel like I should say that and people would be like, yep, classic, kind of a given. But we're messing around. It's springtime, and so we had a bunch of dandelions that had just sprouted, and they had turned to the cotton puffball dandelions, all right? And so I was kicking these dandelions with the fuzz, right? Because what else am I supposed to do on my way home from school? I'm like 11 or 12 years old or something, right? What am I supposed to do? Not kick at the dandelions? Question mark? Kind of stupid, right? And so me and Sammy are both like kicking at these dandelions and stuff. And Sammy has the trumpet case. Well, Sammy and I start kind of having like almost a competition over this, all right? We're trying to kick more than the other. And it gets to a point where Sammy realizes if she swings the trumpet case, she can hit more dandelions than I can with just my foot. And so we're being somewhat safe. I say somewhat safe at the very loosest level because it's not safe to swing around an instrument case. Shelby Demon Support, fun fact number 4. Don't swing around a trumpet case or any musical instrument case at all. Okay? Not safe. It's not advised. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. Avoid it, even. And so we're swinging around the trumpet case. I'm kicking at these dandelions, and we finally, like, come up to my house, and there's a bunch of dandelions in my front yard. All right? And so we're like, well, we're gonna get it. And so we haven't handed off the trumpet case yet because we're still carrying it. And we see these dandelions, and all of a sudden, Sammy and I's little monkey brains sit there and we're like, dandelion, dandelion, right? In a lack of judgment, we both go for this dandelion that we see. Me with my foot, and Sammy with the trumpet case. And the thing is, because it was a competition who could get it done faster, we both swing full force at a single dandelion, and she hits my foot with this trumpet case right on, like, a mix. It was the corner hit, not only the top part of my foot, but it grazed up my ankle, and we just hear this sound. And I literally go and I'm like, because I haven't felt any pain, and I'm literally like, but we both audibly hear it. And we just make eye contact, and she's like, and I was like, and so I go and I'm like, I go to start moving, and I'm like, oh my God, my foot hurts so bad right now. Like, my foot erupting in flames. It hurts so bad, right? And so we go inside, and I take off my shoe and my sock, and I'm trying to see if it looks weird, and we look at my foot, and lo and behold, it's immediately swelling and bruised. And me and Sammy look at each other and we're like, because at this point, it only hurts to put pressure on it, which, by the way, not a good sign. Go to a doctor. And I decide, you know what? I'm not gonna say anything about it, that it hurts that bad. I'll tell my parents that, I hurt my foot, but not in that much detail. And so I tell my parents, like, oh, my foot really hurts. I mean, I hit it against the trumpet case. It's probably not that bad, right? And that goes on for, like, a day or two, all right? It goes on for a day or two where I'm like, oh, my foot doesn't hurt that bad. When in reality, it hurts so bad. It hurts so bad. Like, not even funny. It hurts so bad, right? And so... So it gets to, like, I think this happened on, like, a Monday morning, I want to say. Or it was a Monday afternoon, because we were coming home from school. And it hits Thursday morning, and I'm going to get up, and my foot hurts so bad, I can't stand on it anymore. And I am like, I don't know what to do, and so I tell my mom, and I'm like, my foot hurts really bad, I can't stand on it. And now it's to the point, like, I'm, like, crying, because it hurts so bad. And my dad is like, didn't this happen on Monday? Shouldn't it hurt less? Reasonably, because it had been a few days, and I hadn't been complaining about it, except for now, all of a sudden, Thursday morning. And I'm like, no, it hurts so bad. And so we take off, like, I take off my shoe, I take off my sock, and I'm like crying. And my foot is even more swollen and even more bruised, to the point some of my toes are literally turning like almost purple with how bruised they are. And so my dad is like, okay, we're going to take you to the doctor, because obviously there's something wrong with my foot. Ace Court, absolutely. And so we go to the doctor. And we sit there, and I get an x-ray done because they're convinced it's broken. They're convinced my foot is broken. And so we go, and they look at my foot, and they get like these x-rays done, and it takes forever. Like, it takes, for some reason, this doctor takes hours to get this done, when it should not have taken hours. And so we're sitting in the office, it's me and my dad, and he comes back and he's like, well, I think it's just sprained. By the way, this was the last time we ever went to that doctor, because it was very clear he did not care. And he was not a good doctor. And so we left that doctor's place, and now we're at a better one. So, yeah, not a good doctor. And so we're going to go in for a second coat now. Going in for the second coat. And he ends up telling me that it's sprained, and I get an ace bandage for my foot. And that's part of my sexuality branding. Yes, I had an ace bandage. It's the truth. I am asexual. It simply is true. That's just how it is. It's just how it is. I am like messing up these nails so bad. Like these, I'm putting it on my finger. I'm so distracted. You guys, why am I so distracted? Someone tell me to not get distracted. It's not gonna work, but you can tell me anyway. But yes, that was the time I sprained my foot. I could also talk about stop getting distracted. No, I can't just do that. That's not part of my branding. My branding is easily distractible and stupid. Do you see how bad this is? Look at that. That is all over. That is all over. You guys, when is it my turn to just be happy? When Rambo said that the other day, and I was literally sitting there, and I was like, you can't say that. I say that. I'm gonna start gatekeeping all of I'm gonna gatekeep the way I speak, so nobody can speak like me. I'm gonna gatekeep it. I'm in my gatekeeping arc. Nobody's allowed to even say words I say. I'm gatekeeping English. You all have to speak other languages. I know I have tissues. We're good, Sienna. I have tissues. Except I just touched my thumb. Oh my god. We're good. We're good. Okay. Don't worry. Wee baguette. I'm also gatekeeping. No, I'm not gatekeeping anything else. I'm just gatekeeping other languages. I'm gatekeeping speech. Nobody's allowed to talk but me. This is all a big /J. Do not worry. You guys can still speak. Fun fact, I need attention to live. Omelet with cheese. I'm messing up my nails the more I sit here and look at them. Okay. I'm gonna hold my hands. I'm gonna hold my hands out. I'm not gonna touch them anymore. We're not messing with my nails. We're not messing with them anymore. We're just gonna talk now. It's talking time with demon support. All right, we're talking now. Okay. So, there's 2 more stories I can talk about in injuries. We can talk about the time, or I think I actually talked about the time I punched a door. Which makes me sound violent. I'm not violent. It was a mistake. Or we can talk about the time I messed up my knee and actually possibly started hinting at a bigger issue in my life. Because my entire life is just one ripple effect of one dramatic thing after the other. Also, have you noticed that my finger is bent? This is as straight as my finger goes. Do you see that? This is as straight as my finger goes. I'm getting distracted by myself. See, like, this finger's just fine. This is as straight as this finger goes. Like, it just doesn't go straight. Here's my finger straight. Here's my finger as straight as it goes without... Yeah, she is built different. Can any of you do this? Where you can just bend one joint on your finger? I'm showing off weird talents now. I don't know if I can do it with this hand. No, I can't do it with this hand, but like, look. Bending one joint. Is this creepy? My finger shakes when I do it, but look, one joint bent. I can't, I mean, like this? I don't know if I'm trying to get it at the best angle possible. My hands do kind of do that. But my hands are also really big. Like, look at this. My hands are big. What's a size comparison I can use? Okay, I have the iPhone X. Look at this. iPhone X. I have big hands. I have the biggest hands in the world. Eller Stanley? I don't know what that is. Sienna sent me a picture of herself with Rocket as a child. I look at my phone once and all of a sudden I'm getting pictures. But anyway. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the other time actually, there's 2 times I can talk about that I've ended up in an ace bandage. Because my branding apparently is ace bandages. Okay, so when I was in, I want to say 8th grade, when this happened. I think it was like early January, my 8th grade year. I was at a friend's house. This was before COVID, so this was okay. And we were having like kind of like a get together. There was a bunch of us over there. And so at this like get together, it was winter. It was really, really snowy outside, but at his house, they had a hot tub outside. And so they were like, if you guys want, you can like go out to, you're good, Laurel. This isn't going to be too much longer because these streams tend to be longer. I'm basically going to tell probably one more story, and unless people want to hear the second one, then I'm probably going to end after this next story. But anyway, so it's like winter, all right? It's really snowy out, and he's got a hot tub outside. And so he's like, if you guys like want to go outside and like go to this hot tub, like go for it, like just bring your swimsuits and stuff. You can go to the hot tub. And so I'm like, okay. And so obviously I'm like in middle school. I want to go in the hot tub, right? And so I go and I have my swimsuit and stuff on and I go outside and I'm like, I'm in the hot tub for a while and I'm having time of my life. All right. Absolutely great and stuff. And so we're out there and, obviously because it's cold outside, it still gets cold on your face and your hair unless you're like submerging yourself in a hot tub, but it's really hot, right? Because that's the point of a hot tub. And so you're not really supposed to stay in a hot tub for like too long. And so we're trying to stay there in there for like a little bit, but not too long. Okay. Ehlers-Danlos syndrome is a group of inherited disorders that... Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Okay, okay. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. That's interesting. Okay. But anyway, so I'm getting out of the hot tub and I go to walk inside, and inside his house, it's a wood floor. It's like a hardwood floor. But obviously I was just outside in water, and now this wood floor is wet. And so I go and I'm trying to walk to the bathroom, and I'm a fast walker, okay? Yes, hot water. Yes, hot water. And so I go to walk inside, and it's slippery on this floor, right? And so I am a fast walker, and some of you may be seeing where this is going. But I'm a fast walker, and so I go and I'm trying to get to the bathroom to change out of my clothes, because believe it or not, when it's winter and you're wet, it gets really cold really fast. And so I'm trying to get to this bathroom, and I slip in the water, and I slide on the hard floor on my knees, and my knee ends up whacking against a metal stair. Okay? Like, way, way, way super hard. My watch thinks I'm talking to it. I'm not talking to my watch. Like, super, super hard. It just whacks against it. And everybody, like, kind of turns because it's so loud, and I'm like, I'm fine. And I get up, and I, like, go into the bathroom and stuff to change, and I change. But when I go and I look at my knee is immediately swollen, and it's got this big line across it that looks like I'm internally bleeding. By the way, I'm absolutely fine. That's why I'm still here today. And it's like, it's starting to swell, and it's like bruised, and now it's swollen, and it's got like this big line across it. And so I open the door, and I'm like, and I called my sister Sierra, and I'm like, Sierra, can you come here and look at this really quick? And so Sierra's like, yes. So she comes over, and she like looks down at my knee, and she like is like, that's a problem. And I was like, is it really that bad? Does it look that bad? You know? And so she looks at it, and she's like, you might have to go to the doctor for that. Like, that looks really bad. And I'm like, it's fine. It doesn't hurt that bad. And so I go, and I change and stuff, and she like looks at me, and she's like, you need to ask his dad if you can get ice for that, because it looks so bad. And so I have to ask for ice, and then I sit there and I show him, and he's like, that looks really bad. And I'm convinced it doesn't look actually that bad. It does look bad. It does look bad. I have pictures of it. And so he goes and he gives me ice, and I have ice on my knee, and I sit there with my ice on my knee, and it's really bad. So I end up going home. I get pictures of it because it's really, like, it's swollen. Like, it's bad. And so I tell my dad, and I'm like, I think we might need to go to the doctor for this. And so we go to the doctor. As always, we get an x-ray, and they basically say that there's, like, nothing they can do about it. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you so much. It means a lot. I'm talking about how I power slid into a metal stair. Thank you so much. And so, we go to the doctor, we get an x-ray, and it basically nothing. They don't see anything, which I think is really weird, because like, it feels like it should have been broken. And so they basically just put me in an ace bandage, and they send me on my way, because as always with the asexual branding, I was given an ace bandage and told to go away. Which is where it gets interesting. It gets interesting. So, I have this ace bandage on, and no matter what I do, it's not going away. And so I tell my dad, and I'm like, we need to go in and have this looked at again because it's not going away. And so my dad's like, fine, whatever. And so we go into the doctor because he's just a little bit annoyed because we already went to the doctor, got an x-ray, and they basically said there's nothing wrong. And so we go in to the doctor. Okay, my follower count on here is messing up. It keeps flashing between two numbers, so I don't know what I'm at. This is really cute. And so he basically, like, we go in and they look at it and they have me like stretch my knees weird, and they're looking at it and they very clearly can see that my knee's discolored and swollen and like kind of gross looking. And so they test me and they ended up telling me that I have hypertension, which I think that's what they called it. It's hypertension, which is basically where like your kneecaps are actually slightly too long. I might be explaining this a little bit wrong. Again, they told me what this was in like middle school, early high school, so I could be a little bit wrong about this explanation. So I'm not Google. If you want to know the exact definition of hypertension, look it up. I'm not a dictionary. I'm just saying what I remember. It could be very wrong. But anyway, it's basically like your kneecaps are slightly too long, which ends up making you slightly more flexible in your legs. Okay, and so where most people's legs, like, so your natural leg bend sits about here when it's resting. Mine naturally can sit at 180 degrees and go over that. My legs can bend more than that. Comfortably is the more important part of that. And so they basically are like, well, it could just be an issue with like the, you know, the hypertension where it's just like, it's not sitting right. So it's not letting it heal properly. And so I'm like, okay, whatever. And they end up like setting me up to go to a joint specialist, which is kind of like an old people doctor. And I say that because like I walked in and it's a bunch of posters of like old people, and I was literally like 14 years old in this office that's covered in posters of old people who are getting knee replacements. Which, by the way, for a hypochondriac, I literally looked at that and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to get a knee replacement because of this. I was like, I'm gonna have to get a knee replacement. I didn't have to get a knee replacement. My knee's all natural. I'm so sorry. Anyway, and so I go and I talk to this joint specialist, and she looks at it, and she gets an MRI done just to see if there's something that we're missing in there, and they don't see anything on the MRI, which is a good thing, by the way, because MRIs, if you see something bad, can mean something bad. And I know about that. I literally had a stroke. I've literally had a stroke in my life. I know what it's like to look at an MRI and realize that something is very, very wrong. Okay? I know what it's like. I know what it's like to have something wrong. It's not fun, by the way. But anyway, they look at this MRI and they don't see anything. It's true. It's true. I can talk about the stroke too, but that's a whole lot. That would have to be its own single stream. There is so much that goes into that. It's not fun. Yeah, so fun fact, on February 14th of 2021, I had a stroke. On Valentine's Day, I was in the hospital. They were trying to save my life. Obviously, it worked. I'm still here. As is, I'm still immortal until proven otherwise. So, take that. But anyway, so I go in and they're like, they look at my knee and stuff and they don't see anything wrong on the MRI, which is a good thing. And so I go and we're talking to the doctor and she looks at me and she's like, you know, I actually might think that you have this condition where when you bruise on your knee, you get chronic bruising. And so that essentially means that my knee is bruised full time. It's just a matter of, do the bruises come up to the skin or not? And so essentially what that means is full time, my left knee is always bruised And it, like, it goes away somewhat, but my knees bruise super, super easily. And so, like, I basically can poke my knee and it bruises. Which is really fun and cute, and we found that out all because I power slid into a metal stair. Okay, I'm wearing leggings. I can't just show you my knee right now. I might have pictures though. Hold on. I get pictures when my knee bruises because it bruises so often. And it bruises kind of dark. It actually kind of looks borderline concerning. I'm not gonna lie. It's not, because I know what it is. Alright, we're looking through my pictures. I'm gonna try to find a picture of my bruised knee. It would be concerning if I didn't know why it did that, but I know why it does it. But yeah, I bruise very, very easily. But specifically my knees more so than other places. Let's see. Oh, this would be easy if I knew when I took pictures of my knees, but, alas, I don't always remember when I take knee pics. When you take a knee picture. I'm showing off my knee pics. Give me a second. Give me a second to find one. I have to find a good one, though. Look. I'm all about showing you guys pictures of my knees, but it has to be a good one for me to show it. Alright, let's go here. Alright, come on. Okay. We're looking through my pictures. Okay. That's a t-shirt. That's a burn. Okay, I take a lot of... Is it... Okay, does anybody else have this thing where, like, if they have an injury, they take pictures of it? Like, it can't just be me. Does anybody else take pictures of their injuries? I feel like we should. As a society, I say we should start taking pictures of our injuries. That's a picture of an injury. That was when, I lifted up... Okay, I work at McDonald's. Most of you know that. I tweet about it often. So if you follow me on Twitter, you know that I work at McDonald's. One of the times I picked up the fry basket, right? And I picked it up, and I immediately launched it into my own arm. And so now my arm, or it had a very, very dark, burn that was in the shape of a fryer. Ain't that cute? Okay. Come on. I need a knee picture. It's been a while since I've taken one, so it might be a minute before I can find a good one. Oh, come on. That's another picture of an injury. You guys, I take so many pictures of injuries. Why can't I find one? That's a picture of me with kind of long hair, not gonna lie. That's also a picture of me with kind of long hair. I'm gonna sneeze again. I can feel it. It's not coming. Every single time I say I'm gonna sneeze, it just goes away. Why does it do that? Okay. Please, I just want a picture of my knee. I have pictures of my dog. That's a picture of me. That's more pictures of my dog. I wish my life was simple. That's my laptop. You guys, this is just... It's been over a year since I've taken a picture of my knee. Also, my toes are chronically bruised as well. Fun fact, my toes, more often than not, are bruised. I would take pictures of my toes and show them, but that borders on a spot that I don't want to do. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to take pictures of my toes for the world. Only I'm allowed to see my toes. Where's a picture of my knee? Dang. It's been so long. When do I get that fresh knee pic? That's a picture of a tattoo. Oh, here's one. This is on my knee. That's a bruise on my knee. It's really dark. There's another one. There's another angle of that same one. That's one of the bruises. That's like how dark they get. That was just one of them. But my body sucks. Yeah. We love bruising. We love bruising. I'm trying to find... There's more. That was just a small bruise in comparison to a lot of the bruises I get. Okay. I'm not gonna find more pictures of my bruises right now, so I'm not gonna try to find more. Thank you guys so much for watching me just rant about injuries while I painted my nails. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. I will be back streaming tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. I might be playing my own Origins world if I can get that running. But thank you so much for joining. I hope you guys have a great rest of your time zone, because it could be day, could be morning, could be night. It's night for me, so I'm going to have a great rest of my night. Make sure you guys are taking care of yourselves. We are still 3 followers away from... Yes, if you follow Carter on Twitter, you get demon support memes. It's true. You also can join the Twitch to get demon support memes. Fresh. Right? But anyway, we are still 3 followers away from the Roderick stream, so make sure you guys follow and we will get that Roderick stream, and I will give you a forewarning before we do that so that you don't miss it in case you want to see it. But anyway, I hope you guys have an absolutely great night, or like I said, time zone. But anyway, take care of yourselves. Drink water, take the medication you have to take. Be safe, be happy, and be healthy. And I hope I will see you guys tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. And if not, I will see you guys next time.